What's up guys, welcome to Blake's Garage. Today I'm driving the 2017 Audi S3 and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about tires. Now if you guys have not checked out my channel before, go ahead and check it out. I've done plenty of autocross events in this Audi, so I've definitely pushed this car to its limits multiple times. Hope to get this thing on track here soon. Probably gonna hit a day in Thunderhill. Wanted to hit a day at Laguna Seca in this car. However, I went to go book that and it looked like all the spots were taken up, so I'm on the wait list now. Probably not gonna get in, but if I do, cool, you'll see a video. If not, later on in December you'll probably see a track day video in this car. So got lots of stuff on the BMW as well. Got a BMW E30, done a full build on that car as well. So if you guys have not subscribed, I recommend checking out my other videos and subscribing. Anyways, let's get down to what I want to talk about. From the factory, this car comes with 235, 35, R19 Pirelli P-zero tires. Now, overall, Pirelli tires, good company. It's, you know, Pirelli. Everyone knows Pirelli. They're not garbage. In my opinion, they look like garbage. I'll show a little clip here, kind of how it has this little curb protector. I really do not enjoy the look of that. It does serve a purpose, obviously, but aesthetically, the tires are not that pleasing to me. It has that stretch look. I'm not about that stance life. Sorry guys if you're into that, but yeah, I think it looks like garbage. I like a nice square looking tire. So the other tires I want to compare them to are the NT01s. Also, I'll do kind of a slight comparison to the R888Rs. I have never had the R888Rs on this car. However, I do have them on my E30. So I feel that I can, you know, give a bit of sense on those. However, like I said, I didn't have them on this car. But the NT01s are my other set of tires. I have them on VMRs. They're a 19/85 wheel. And they're a plus, what's the offset? I think it's a plus 40. I don't know. I'll leave a link down there in the description. They actually weigh close to, I think they're like 9 pounds less per wheel than the stock wheels on this car. I do have the black optics dynamic package on this car, and you know, it's got the nicer looking 19-inch wheels, which I do really enjoy the look of these wheels. However, those wheels and tires are so heavy. I think it was close to like 51 pounds. I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was 51 pounds per tire, or per wheel with tire on the stock setup. And the VMRs with the NT01s, same tire size. I think I was weighing in right at around like 40 or 41, something like that. So like I said, 10-pound difference, which is huge. I mean, that is absolutely huge. So wheel and tire upgrade on this car, in my opinion, is a must. And it's also just, you know, a first. Now, if you don't want to go with new wheels, fine. But a tire upgrade is huge if you're into performance driving. The Pirelli P-zeros, like I said, they're a good tire, but they do have their limitations. I would call them more of an all-season tire or kind of a summer all-season tire. I know they're not all-season, guys, so don't say they're not all-season, blah, blah, blah. I get that, but in an all-wheel drive car, I'm not really too worried about, you know, an all-season tire compared to a summer tire, at least for where I live in Northern California. Now, if you're in the snow and stuff like that, I totally agree. Get winter tires, right? All seasons, though, in my opinion, you're not getting full performance in the summer, obviously, and you're not getting full performance in the winters. So having two sets of tires, in my opinion, you know, if you live where it snows or where it's icy, I think is a must. And I'm sure most of you guys that live in a real icy or cold climate would agree. You probably have a winter set of tires in your garage. Well, as far as the limitations go on the Pirelli P-zeros, they're good. They do get a bit of rollover. They get torn up really, really quickly. And that's with high performance driving. I had, I think, just one autocross day on these tires, and I'll insert a little clip here and kind of show you guys the tire, but it really got tore up on the inside of the tread blocks. So these tires, when pushed to their limit, they will really get destroyed. Now with the NT01s, those tires are very, very sticky. They have a really nice stiff shouldering on them, and the turn-in on those tires is amazing. Again, like I said, the tires and wheels are a lot lighter, so I get better acceleration and that sort of thing. The turn-in is great, and ton of grip. just the lateral grip on those tires is amazing. Where the downfall is on the NT01s is, well, if you're dailying them, which most people are not, they're extremely loud. You feel every bump in the road. Your car will sound like a monster truck. Even in this Audi with all this nice sound deadening, it sounds freaking loud. So yeah, I wouldn't want to daily on those tires. I was actually riding on them for probably way too long, just because they look so damn good on the car. I love the way the 235 R19s look on an 8.5 inch wheel, just because they are a lot more square and they look way more aggressive. If you guys know, with tire sizing, it's really per brand. Like, every tire manufacturer has, you know, set millimeter, you know, 235 divided by, you know, 35, and then the wheel tire size, right, the rim size is 19 or whatever your rim size is. But the actual width of that tire it's all within that company. It's not really like a said size. So some tires, you'll get a 235 on an 8.5 will be like this, and other ones will be like this, and some could even be like this. So it you know, it really depends on the manufacturer. That's also with tread rating too. Tread rating is just, it's just thrown out there by the manufacturer. So a lot of these companies throwing out, you know, 200 tread wear tires, they're just doing that, and those are 100 tread wear tires that they're just slapping a 200 on it just to get it within that specification or that class, where you're really not gonna wear that tire. It's not gonna last that long. With the Pirelli P-zeros, they really just do have a limit where they start to fall off and you'll start to understeer in the car. They will push, you know, if you're coming out of a corner and you're under full power, it will definitely push the car, you know, coming out. With the NT01s, I didn't really have that much issue. I actually would introduce a bit of liftoff oversteer with the NT01s. I'll kind of insert a clip right here at Thunderhill when we're ripping around, I don't know, I think 70 plus miles an hour. And pretty sideways, so that was super fun. But those tires, I wasn't getting enough heat into the NT01. With the Pirelli P-zeros, you don't have to have a lot of heat into them to you know, have them pretty grippy. Just overall, they're pretty good. But the NT01s, that's definitely a tire that really likes the heat in it. Last autocross, I got to do a lot of back-to-back runs and really got a lot of marbling on the tires. And that was the first time that the NT01s really came alive. I really enjoyed those tires. I think they're really good. However, past their point of grip, past the limit of grip in those tires, you know, it's pretty good, but I'm gonna compare it to the R888R right now. The R888R, when you're sliding sideways, has a lot more bite. Like, it has a lot more grip. I just feel like those tires do a lot better. I would think in a real-world drive car, like in my BMW compared to the NT01s. I don't know, I'm probably gonna try NT01s in the future, but to me, the R888Rs definitely surpass it there. If you're looking at an R compound between, for like if it's a little bit wet out, R888Rs, I call them the R888R for rain. I think that is actually a great rain tire. Now, not for like standing puddles or anything like that. Like if you're getting a standing puddle on the track, no R compound is good. The NT01s do not have as good of wet capability, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Just driving up to Tahoe one day, I was actually on the NT01s, and I was not very impressed on how they were doing. They were definitely hydroplaning quite a bit, and I really did not have that much water on the ground. It was just raining. This was also on concrete, so it's grooved, stuff like that. Yeah, it really was not impressive at all. The R888Rs, never had an issue on those when they were fresh. Actually did an autocross day in the rain, and like I said, the wet grip, I was impressed. Like, I had grip, I had front end grip. Yeah, I did get sideways and stuff like that, but I mean, I was pushing the hell out of the car, and it was still predictable. You know, I knew what was gonna happen. I had grip past the limit of when it was breaking loose. It wasn't just like, you know, a regular street tire where it's just spinning up and you have no lateral grip or anything like that. So overall, I feel like those tires are actually really good for wet, not standing puddles. Be it as you will with what you guys think, but you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say go daily on our compounds. I do in the E30, but you know, you guys do what you want to do. I just kind of wanted to give you my opinions on these two tires. These two sets of tires are kind of three. Yeah, Pirelli P-zeros. I would never buy them again for this car. If I were to buy tires for this car just for the daily, probably get Pilot Super Sports, just because those are a good option, nice and grippy. They don't get torn up as hard as these P-zeros from what I've seen. And yeah, not really a fan of the P-zeros. NT01s, definitely a fan. So hopefully that helps you out, guys. I don't know, it's kind of just a ramble, just a rant. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about the tires. I know people have asked before, you know, what do you think? Let's put it this way. This car is completely stock, okay? Brandon, my buddy Brandon, in his Ford Focus RS, he was on our 888Rs. This is at the last autocross. And, you know, it's got more power, things tuned up, you know, Ford Focus RS, 350 stock. This one's less than 300 stock, and his is pumped up, downpipe, catless, all the goodies. I think I was only half a second off from his quickest time in this car with tires. That's it. He's on coils, sway bars, strut, you know, everything. That thing has a lot of stuff thrown at it, and this was very competitive. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the car. Can't wait to do more suspension upgrades to this thing in the future. I do want to do like a rear sway bar. I'd like to do some lowering springs on this thing, really bring it to life. Maybe a tune in the future, I don't know. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Got more videos coming on the Birdie 30 soon, and yeah, more on the S3. So we'll talk to you soon. Later, and Rich on.